Syphilis is a sexually transmitted disease caused by a spiral-shaped bacteria called Treponema pallidum. It can live almost anywhere in the body and spreads quickly. Syphilis is consisted of 4 stages: the primary, secondary, latent, and late stage. Diagnosis of syphilis in the early stages can be difficult. The symptoms of syphilis are usually painless and very small or in hidden areas. Noticing these sores, which appear in the primary stage, is the earliest diagnosis. With regular doctor checkups, it is more likely to be diagnosed. Syphilis can be diagnosed through blood tests. Symptoms first appear in the primary stage, within 2 to 10 weeks after initial infection. Small, red, painless sores begin to form where the infection entered the body. Most people develop one sore, but there can be multiple. These canker sores will heal within 3 to 6 weeks, whether treatment is applied or not. If these symptoms are untreated from the primary stage, they move to the secondary stage. Between 6 weeks to 3 months after the canker sores have healed, the pathogen spreads through the blood, creating a rash. The rash will eventually spread throughout the entire body, especially on the palms of your hands and bottoms of your feet. The rash does not itch and the sores are painless. At this stage, the disease is highly infectious. The sores start to form on your bones and internal organs. These sores and rashes heal themselves within 2 to 6 weeks, whether treated or not, but can come and go for as long as a year. Other symptoms include sore throat, swollen lymph nodes, fatigue, headache, neck ache, muscle ache, and even hair loss. If untreated in stage 2, the disease seemingly becomes hidden as most symptoms have passed. This is the latent stage. This stage can last for several years. The bacteria becomes inactive, waiting in the lymph nodes and spleen. Symptoms rarely ever occur again. At this stage, the disease may or may not progress into the late stage. Continuing to go untreated, it will get to the late stage. This can begin 3 or more years after the initial infection. At this stage, a person is no longer infectious, but the bacteria has reactivated and spread and caused damage to the heart, eyes, brain, nervous system, and much more. The damage is irreversible at this stage and can lead to blindness, paralysis, difficulty coordinating any muscle movement left. Syphilis is transmitted through direct contact with the infection. This is mostly through sexual contact of the genitals and mouth. It can also be spread from an infected mother to a child during childbirth. It can be contracted by kissing if there is an infected sore in the mouth. However, it is not spread through casual contact such as sharing utensils, food, or sitting on toilet seats. The infection can stay in your body and become dormant for many years before it becomes active again. Syphilis is one of the most easy to treat sexually transmitted diseases that we have. During the primary, secondary, and even the early latent stages, which is within 1 year of infection, can be treated with 1 shot of penicillin, or for those allergic, multiple antibiotics. And it's good to have a follow-up for up to a year or until the bacteria is no longer in your system. After more than a year of infection, it is difficult to treat. However, any damage done before the treatment cannot be undone. A person who has been treated, however, is not immune to syphilis. They can be reinfected. The way to prevent syphilis is to wear a condom during sexual intercourse. Those infected should also abstain from sexual activity until they have been fully cured. Another option is to make sure you and your partner are both checked regularly before continuing any sexual activity. The national number of cases who have been diagnosed with early stage syphilis, which is the primary, secondary, and early latent stage, has reached 23,872 in 2015. Louisiana alone had 970 cases. It was even ranked second highest in 2014. In Lafayette Parish alone, there were 93 reported cases in 2015. 55% of all reported cases in Lafayette Parish were patients between the ages of 20 to 29. If you are sexually active, you should have multiple checkups each year if with multiple partners, and at least yearly if with the same partner.